All right, we are starting week 4 of our third game here, and we got the Witch and the Druid at 6 points. The Woods Girls at 3 points. And last week, so we only have 7 days to get some stuff done and score some final points. The Witch is in a great position to do this, as she is heading with a pretty big treasure to her to the inn there. The Woods Girl is going to try to take away some prowess points. The Druid is going to try to satisfy Deep Diver by looting the pool once. So let's see where that all goes. And so the Witch is going to she moves into the inn. She'll trade. She's going to hide just in case. Trade twice. That should be enough to sell this Regent of Jewels, which is going to give her a big, healthy lead in gold. I think the Woods Girl moves to Ruins 1. Move Ruin 1. Hide. Rest. Move into the Goblin space. Gobs. There we go. The Druid does not have to write his move anymore because of Timeless Jewel. So I'll just put an X there. Little hitchy today, Tabletop Sim. Okay, so we are... Yeah, it is. It is very hitchy. There we go. Let's get a monster roll up for day 22. 4 Giants and Trolls. We've been pretty much 3s and 4s all monster roll. So the Druid is first. The Witch will go second. The Woods Girl will go third. The Druid, I'm pretty sure, knows Ruins 1 to 5. He doesn't. No, and because we've saved and redone the game, these are all messed up. Okay, well, he's going to peer. Try to find... Nope, that's 1. That's 2. Come on. That's 3. No, 4. Fails every time. And he's good. I don't think anything appears. Bones is not going to draw anymore because we have all the trolls are out of the way. So that is his turn. The Witch, not even going to write the familiar. I'm just going to move it there. So the Witch is going to move into the inn and hide. So she moves into the inn. She's going to hide. She does. And then we're going to get her 2 trade phases here. Six, there's trouble. Geez. And 6, they're gonna block and battle her. So so she's done. So that's her day. No trades for the Witch. She does not worry about them battling her per se. Does anybody appear? No, this would be Lancers. She doesn't worry about them battling her per se, but she's hidden. But that was not cool. So we're gonna hide and fail. We're gonna rest, which sucks. And we're gonna head right back in. Oh, and then gonna have to run again. So might as well fatigue that right away. Well, there you go. That was a day. Everyone thwarted on day 22. Nothing good happened for any of our guys. But nothing appears. So the witch is gonna hide again, maybe twice, just in case, and trade. So, because I think she's mostly playing this out. I think this is her end game to get those gold points and just to finish the game like that. The Woods girl is gonna move ruins 1. Hide and hide, and then move into the goblins again. So this is a little bit of her end game. If she can get a big kill, that is going to help her. So okay, that is day 23, ready to roll here. Let's get a monster roll. Speaking of, so we got a 4 again. So nothing's going to appear. The Woods girl is first, then the witch and the druid. So the Woods girl moves here. She hides twice. Once, that's a hide, and she heads right back in to fight. So she is done. Sky goes 1, 2, 3. He'll peer once just to see what the universe is. He gets a 3. I actually don't know what a 3 on peer is. Aside from hidden enemies paths. Nope. Not useful. We actually don't want paths. I just want to. The witch herself hides again, twice, actually. And she is hidden. And now she's going to trade, and she's hoping to not get trouble, pretty much. 4, so that looks good. I believe she can still trade on a... I believe you can still trade. The trade activity. Recorded trade activity T. Yep. He can either buy or sell. He can't do both. Yeah, so I always make people roll in case they get trouble to sort of try to dissuade people from going on the neutral table or like selling on the unfriendly table or whatever. But she can sell now. And I think pretty much what she's going to sell, the Withered Claw and the Region of Jewels. Everything else she'll keep because so that's $70 going to the rogues. So Witch is going to score 70 gold. And that is some sweet cash for the Witch. And that is her turn also. So she is done. And let's see who is last is the Druid. The Druid's got to find... That's 1, 2. He's not finding Jack here. 3. Come on. 4. Nothing. Can find nothing. It's a little depressing, actually. He's like, nah, I can't find Jack. Okay, so he's done. We now have the Woods Girl battling this group here. And so we're going to take care of that. So standard ambush protocol here. She's going to ready her bow and prepare it with these chits here. She grabs one of these fine goblins. It's not on her sheet. She doesn't really need a move chit yet. It is round 1. Move the dice somewhere. Okay, so she's going to roll first to see if she kills it. 4, so he's killed. He is dead, so we've got him. I'll put him right there. Does she remain hidden after that? She does. So we're still on round 1 because she killed a guy. So round 2, she's going to drag him down a little bit. Shoot. Killed. That's 2. Does she remain hidden? Looks good. Still round 1. Third guy, she shoots. Killed. Hidden. No. Okay, so she is going to be exposed. She's going to immediately run away next round with that. And she finished up 6 points worth of goblins here on that day. It's not great, but it is what it is. I don't know what happened with those dudes. Let's fix the chits here. Then clearing 4. Our Woods Girl ends up in between clearings again. And she scores 6 notoriety. So 35. I don't know. Oh my, it's a tie. So this is going to be an interesting. So I think that's the end of the day, right? So that is the end of the day. Does anyone show up at the inn? No, they don't. And so let's take a quick look at the scores. So the Witch and the Woods Girl are now sharing these points. So that's actually 1.5, strangely enough, and 1.5 for her. The Witch takes gold, knocking him down and her down. So let's save that real quick. Now let's take a look at the final. Well, not the final score, but their sum is 5.5. She's actually knocked to 2.5, and he has 5 points. So, all right. Let's see how that plays here in the last, as we move down the last few days. So, to some degree, I would argue that the witch is done-ish. I mean, what she's going to do she's got a fly chit, so that's good. She's got a black to absorb, so she doesn't have to be super careful. Can she eke out a point or two? Well, flying's going to help her with this. So she could, as a for instance, pop up here, maybe catch this group of goblins here. No, those are great swords. Oh no, one guy is a great sword, and the rest are goblins. Not a big fan of that. This guy could kill the troll, and on round 1, he's actually super dangerous to her because of his speed, or because of the weapon length. Now, if she hides on round 1 and then goes to round 2, a lot less of a danger because the tremendous troll is faster than this guy. So that's what you would do. If you can get in here hidden, then you could have probably an auto fight with these guys. And all you got to do is kill 1 to score goblin horde points. So that might be a way. If she could get here and grab the warlock, that's a day, 2 days. 3 days, 4 days to the soldiers, and you get a point. But man, I don't know that we have 4 days. Like it's no 1, 2, 3, 4. You're cutting it super close there. The other thing she could do is she can learn type 8s at the statue. And any curses she gets are theoretically easy to pop, hiding in the chapel for the night. But actually getting here is non-trivial since I actually think you'd go here and hope for a lucky roll in the mountains. No, you couldn't. That's not ideal. You would go to Linden Woods. And these are the only 2 clearings you can land in, and that allows you to walk there. But she's already winning spells, so I don't see that for her. Anything else she could do? The only other thing is locate the cairn. And so the question is the cairn here? In which case, that's an awkward fly. I don't know that she can even get there well, she can get there 1, 2, 3, 4 from here. So move here and then use your next day to fly. So what I'm going to say for the witch is, and the witch, I'm going to hide twice. Hide and hide. And then we're going to fly, and we're going to fly to the crag. So we're going to hide twice, fly to the crag, see where we end up. And that'll be her move. I think the woods girl is going to move to ruins 1. Oops. And miss. She's going to miss the spot. Move to ruins 1. Hide, rest, rest. She's going to take a day, rest up, get her chit back, and try to finish out strong. And the druid, I think, has to just continue on with his hope of finding the pool. We got 2, so serpents and demons. That's a little different than what we've got. The witch is first. Her guy is going to be peering, hoping to get a 5. 1, 2, there's your 5, so he can look at these. Bones in the vault. Okay, well, those are cool. That's all she's going to do there. She's going to hide twice. I do love when the... Okay, and she hides. Then she flies 2 times, and she's going to land in Hex 2, or Clearing 2, which is not ideal for her. She does flip these. So that's Stink and Lair. Lair in 3. Oops, I just shrunk that shit. And Stink. And I don't think that draws anything. No. But okay. I mean, 1, 2. So you're talking a couple days here to get anything else going. So, all right, good deal. Witch goes there, or the woods girl there. She's going to rest 2 times. Bring that back. And she is theoretically hidden. Let's roll. And she is. And I don't think Serpents and Demons pops at all. The druid rolls to find his stuff. He does find this. So that's going to let him go 1. Well, 1, he's going to hide. He does. And go there. These serpents are unfortunately roaming for him. And so they're there on him. And that's it. That's pretty much what he's going to do. And he is done. Does Dank bring more serpents? I think it does. Oh no, it doesn't, because he's going to flip that back over. He does not want the tremendous serpent to appear. He just flips it back. It's done. So everyone's made a little bit of progress, and we're just executing sort of end game stuff here. So I think so. The witch's fly chit is burned. She does not have a fly chit anymore. She has an absorb left. Got one black ready to roll. So I think she's going to move and move. She's going to do a double into 3. Crag 3. Hoping that she can just take anything that appears. If it does, goblins would actually be the suckiest one, because she'd rather not have to fight this guy. But it's a calculated risk. The woods girl gonna hide 3 times, or rest once, hide twice, move into the gobs, and hope to finish out. The druid is going to move into the cave, move into the pool. Well, we don't have to write his move, so we'll figure out. If he rolls octopus, not happening. So let's roll that monster roll. 2. So serpents and demons again. That's a little unfortunate, because that means that snake is going to follow him wherever he goes. Okay, so let's see who goes first. It is the woods girl first, the witch. So the woods girl is going to rest up while she hides. Fails, hides twice, succeeds, rests, and moves in. So she is done for the day. The next is the witch. The witch moves and moves, but nothing appears because serpents and demons don't appear. Um, oh, man, he doesn't really want to end up in a situation where he's getting these serpents everywhere. So strangely enough, he's going to move and move. I think he has a 2 chit. It is fatigue, so he cannot do that. So that is not cool. So he's not going to do that. If he had 2 still up, so what he's going to do is he's going to go move there. So 1 move there to not incur the wrath of serpents, and he's going to execute 2 rest phases to get that back, and then one more rest phase. So 3 rest phases done. Nothing will appear. And now we have a fight. And that fight is with these 3 goblins. So let's pull these 3 goblins. So same battle protocol here. We are ambushing this guy. We are using these 2 chits every time unless we need to. Otherwise, she'll hit every time. So let's roll on the kill. 4 to 6. To 2/3 chance to kill it. She does. Does she remain hidden? These are the important ones. She does. Second one. 4 to 6. She's going to kill. 5. That's a fail. Does she remain hidden? No. So there you go. She's gonna bolt it out of there. That fatigues that shit. She scores a whopping single point. It's great, actually. She's gonna score a single point. She's going to end up there. That single point is going to give her 36. Let me arrange my numbers here. And what that's going to do to our scores, as you can see, it's going to pull her to 3. It's going to pull the witch down to 5. So she ekes up a tiny bit, not enough, but she does get a tiny bit closer to closing that gap. I'm not sure she's going to be able to do it. I was hoping that that would take a day, maybe. She could kill a bunch of dudes in a day, get the young knight. That would score her 2 points, so she'd be at 4. And then she could sort of finish out and find one more point and get in there. But I think she took too many days to do that. So I think she's sort of at a loss here. Same thing with the druid. I thought getting to the pool would be sort of a no-brainer. But we still have a couple days left. What day is it for our group here? It's day 26 we are writing. So we are cruising to the finish. I think our witch hides twice, moves into the goblins. This, if she can pull this off, she does secure the win, I think. The woods girl is going to move out, hide twice, move back into the goblins, and the druid will see what the hell's up. Hopefully, he can get past those serpents and try to enact his final plan. 4. So it's giants, trolls. The witch is first. So the witch is going to hide twice. Success. She moves on in. So she has a battle coming up today. The woods girl moves out, hides twice. Moves back in. The druid. He's going to spell X and spell to flip this shit. He's going to hide once. 1 die for that. He does. He then moves in to there. Done. And I don't think anything comes. I don't think we have any giants or trolls left. We are done. So, let's look at the witch. So the witch is going to, she's hidden right now. On round 1, she's going to let it ride. And I'll tell you, so this is, I mean, you might probably already know this, but of course, on round 1 combat, the length of the weapon is more important than its speed. So that would mean in a battle between the claws and tooth of the troll and the sword, the goblin actually wins first. So him flipping and lining up then is deadly on round 1. On rounds 2 and everything subsequent, it's not as big a deal because she's faster. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait on round 1 and not do anything. On round 2, we're going to energize. We're going to energize our spell, put our attention shit on that guy, And I don't actually care what happens with these guys because it's not going to matter much. Now, the problem with this is we literally have a single round to score a kill. It's not super likely it's going to happen. But let's roll it anyway. And if you recall, she is a 4. So let's see. Get a big roll there. 6, not going to happen. So what happens is he shifts down. These guys shift up. Does that side flip? Yep. Does the second box flip? We could roll. There we go. Yep. Does the third box flip? It doesn't. So that means we have sort of a shitty standoff, and combat ends is the problem. We were very, the playing that safe is fine, but what it ultimately ended up costing us was we weren't going to get that combat solved in that time. And now actually she's, so that was actually a bad move for her because now she actually has to hide or die kind of a little bit, right? She doesn't have she ugh. So would I do that again, really, given that situation where she ends up in? No, probably not. Probably not that probably is not a good move. Like if I'm just playing her instead of playing all the dudes, probably do not make that move. Because you're in the crag, you can't walk out, blah blah blah. So there's all of that. Or what she would do is spell X and spell and have 2 of these at least. Um, but that's my fault. Let's see what the deal is otherwise here. So that was day 26 for the witch, right? And day 26, she also has a day 26 fight going on with her 2 boys here. So she's going to pull that guy in. She's going to shoot him 4 or less. She does. That's a point. She hides. No, she does not hide. So she is done. 1 point at a time we're scoring. That's how we roll. She's gonna have to fatigue again. She's now gonna put this guy there. She's in between. Super clunky. Hmm. Yeah, is that worth? Is it worth the? She could hide, move out, and be done. Kind of, really, like a fly chip would have been nice, probably to have in this case. I mean, hiding is key, and the question is, do you just spell X and spell, which does sort of put her in the same position tomorrow, unfortunately. So what she's going to do is she's going to hide. She's going to move out. So move out. Then she's going to rest, and then maybe for the last day she tries to score that last point. The damn woods girl is going to. I mean, I hate to say it's sort of ridiculous. She's going to move out. She's going to hide, rest, move out, hide, rest, move back in, try to finish that guy for crying out loud. And that took her forever. And then the druid gets to do what he does. Let's roll a monster roll for the last couple days here. It's spiders and imps, which might change something. I'll have to look, see who's got what. It is the woods girl first. So she moves out. She's going to rest up a chit and then hide. This is sort of important to the plan, right? She fails and moves back in. That's not going to go well. So what else we got? The witch, she hides, and then she moves out, and then she rests this chit. Does anything appear in any of these hexes? No, because we got a 5. Stink. Stink might bring something. Stink does bring something. A spider directly to our witch. And that stinks, frankly, because that's going to sort of stop her. Now she finds herself in a little bit of a conundrum. The druid moves out of dodge, and then knowing what he knows, and that is that you're not going to get anything. Um, he's going to roll to locate the pool. He does not, so he's good to go. And everyone a little unlucky that day. The woods girl is going to have to gut it out of there again. So she's going to just do that and run out. The witch, I think she actually doesn't have. Right, she just rested. She just rested. So the witch is not gonna. I mean, so she has to spell X spell, and I mean that's it. Probably, really, she can probably take this spider and then get whatever points the spider's going to give her, and that could take her over the top. The woods girl on our final day is going to do exactly what she's been doing. She's going to hide twice, move back in, though. He wants to finish this. All right. Last day. Whatever gets popped here actually comes off the board. So bats come off the board, and then they'll come right back on the board. Let's see who goes this last day first. It is the witch. So she needs to hide. She fails and is blocked. Well, that's really depressing, actually. The woods girl moves out, hides twice, and goes back in. The druid rolls a locate. Fails. Oh, he'll locate again for giggles. He does, so he gets to cross the pull off. But it's going to be too little too late for him because we are done here after this day. So, so the witch can't activate Jack, strangely enough. She can play whatever. I'm a little bit bummed. We are hoping this guy flips. As soon as he flips, we are sort of out of dodge. So he'll stay here for the first round. Will he flip? He does not. Okay, sure. 3 stays the same. These two switch. Does he flip? He does. So combat will end and/or we will run. And so the witch sort of has a little bit of a close call at the end of the game, but it doesn't ultimately get anything done. The woods girl needs to shoot this guy. So she will hopefully kill him. She does kill him. So there you go. So that's that. She kills that guy. So that's interesting because that will give her one final point of prowess at the end of the game. She will encounter the young knight who, seeing she does not have 3 magic chits, will indeed join her. And she scores the point for young knight. The druid gets nothing on the last day. So let's take a look at where everyone ended up. No? Yes? Scores? Are we seeing the scores? I'm not seeing the scores. So that's a little good. There we go. Okay. So let's take a look at the scores here. So the Woods girl gets an extra point for that. That puts her to 4 points. But otherwise, I think that's the score. I think we ended up because getting that extra point of prowess didn't do much for her. It would have had the witch actually sort of come through and fought some stuff. She might have had the chance to stay ahead. She does win prowess, does not win any other category. Scores 2 points in cards. The witch wins gold handily, wins spells handily. So actually, that puts her at, I'm sorry, not 5 points. She ended up at 7 points. That's my fault for not looking at this last column here. And the druid ekes out, keeps in second place, even though he didn't find anything. He does keep his place because he has a little bit of gold. He won the card battle quite handily. So I think the 2 winners here and who will be moving forward are the witch and the druid. Um, I think that last week sort of ground to a halt, and actually, given the fact that I had not screwed up the witch's score, I actually probably would not have flown her out to do any more work because the simple fact of the matter is she didn't need to. I don't know that anyone was going to catch her, and certainly not both characters. So I might have just sat her at the inn for almost a week and just moved her to Valley One and had her sleep it off, or walk her out and keep and isolate her score. So she did great actually. Very good with the absorb. Very good finding treasures, as you can see. Right, you're talking elusive cloak, battle bracelet, shielded lantern, the phantom glass, and the two that she sold, which one was the region of jewels. So she kicked the hell out of a lot of stuff. The druid did not do bad either, actually. But but did great with the cards, given that a lot of his cards were crappy for him. And I think the Woods girl, just if I look back at her sheet, I think the main problem is she just if you see this time here, you're talking, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days spent here. And then this last one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like she spent the last week trying to kill a small handful of goblins, 6 goblins. So though I think ambush rules are very powerful and maybe make the game too easy for the woods girl who can run from everything and kill most anything, I think the problem you do end up with is the problem that she ended up with here. Is that, yeah, that's great, but it might take you 7 days to kill 6 guys. And at some point, you're just going to run out of time. And that's what she did. She ran out of time. She did not score enough. So we got the druid and the witch. Those are the folks moving on. They joined the swordsman and the sorcerer and the magician and the berserker. I have to go back through my list there. So we have one more foursome to do before we move on to sort of the second round of fights, and we will get that done here shortly. Maybe get that started even today. I don't know what else is going on today. I probably have to cut some grass or do some weeds or something. My my house looks like a jungle out in the yard, so we'll see. Thank you for hanging out. I'm hoping someone at some point gets some level of entertainment out of my fumbling Magic Realm play. I'm enjoying it. This has sort of been a fun. It's definitely a fun format to play in. So that's it. Talk to you guys later, and we'll get the last 4 on the board here very shortly. Thank you and goodbye.